her and the new director lady, or the director lady, they wander off. Like, all of the pieces are kind of in place. Like, what would they do? I guess they could follow Moonbird and the director, because they kind of just wander off into the expanse on their own together. As I said, Control kind of just disappears down the well. I'm pretty sure, right? Like, Control goes to the door at the bottom of the well. If Shrek 5 is as good as Puss in Boots 2, it'll be immediate 5 Oscars. I need to watch Puss in Boots 2. I've heard so many good things about it. And that's actually literally real black. That is actually what I was reading this morning today. Like, people were like, I hope Shrek 5 is just as good as Puss in Boots 2. Anyways, let's introduce the game, then we can talk about random stuff again. We do have MG for Fun Edition versus Vinland Raiders. This is a lower bracket quarterfinal. So, what does that mean? 1, we're in a best of 5. 2, there are no draft shenanigans, no meta madness, no tournament baseline bans, no heroes removed. There's obviously bans at the top of the screen, but that only pertains to the map draft, so Dahaka can be played in the future unless he's banned. And then 3, this is an elimination match. So the loser, that is the end of their run through Group B. Winner goes on to the lower bracket semifinal, which will be our first best of 5 tomorrow morning. And the second best of 5 tomorrow will be the lower bracket final. Tomorrow, by the way, we're doing those 2 best of 5s, and then we have Mario Party. So tomorrow's a nice chunky stream, but this is the final series of the day. So I encourage you to get your gambles in when you do. I encourage you to use your Prime Gaming if you have it. I know I'm hounding on Primes and subs and stuff like that, but as I said, we gotta sustain our streaming, and every little bit helps us out. So definitely consider it. Definitely utilize the Prime if you have it here. And we have great content for all of you. Let's get into Towers of Doom map number 1. Garden of Terror and Alterac Pass were banned away by the side of MG for Fun Edition. We do have Sky Temple and Brax sold out banned away by the side of Vinland Raiders. And this will be map choice of MG for Fun Edition, giving first pick priority to the side of Vinland Raiders as they opted in for that, winning the coin flip. Kind of said that backwards, but you follow me. Mephisto was that last ban. We got a Blaze ban as well. See, now I'm just like, I keep looking over at Twitch today. I'm waiting for Gellis to give me more information about this 4th book. I want to know, because I love the Southern Reach trilogy. Definitely the author got way more detailed in books 2 and 3. Like, he kind of got into some finer details in his writing, but overall, those books, they read so well. The story moves along greatly. I think there were a couple times where I was like, no, go back to the story, because they were doing some, like, background flashback thing, but either way, so good. So very good. Brightwing Johanna will be your first 2 picks on the left-hand side to kick off this map number 1, this best of 5. Vinland Raiders, what do they want? Blaze, Diablo, Maiev. So a lot of dive, a lot of CC, a lot of mobility, a lot of control as well. Umbral Bind, Shadow Charge, Overpower, Jet Propulsion is more of a CC, but you lock people in place. Ban phase. They do need a healer. Anduin ban is not bad idea, unless the members of MG for Fun Edition plan on taking the Anduin. Then maybe they look for... Oh, no, they already have the Brightwing. What am I thinking? Jaina will be removed. I still think the Anduin would have been a better ban, personally, because you have so many good Light Bomb targets, and the Chastise is just more CC on top of all of this. Absolution. I'm about to reread the trilogy. You remember a lot more than I do. Oh, in my defense, Gellis, I literally finished the trilogy last fall. Yeah, because I finished the trilogy last fall, and then I started reading, and then I read, Name of the Wind. I started reading the first book in the Kingkiller Chronicles. Then I read a couple books that Gato sent me. One of them being The Aeronauts Windlass, which was pretty good, but Jim Butcher got a little bit in the weeds, and there was a lot of cat stuff, a lot of cat details. There's a lot of cat focus in that. But it was an interesting book. Jim Butcher is the guy that wrote the Dresden Files, if you don't know the author, but you know the series. That was pretty good. And then I just started, not really just, but I've been slowly working through this year. I've been slowly working through the Wise Man's Fear. I'm about 300 pages into a 1,000-page book. So, I was actually thinking about it earlier. I got the best sleep the last couple nights by just spending an hour reading an hour or two reading before going to bed. There's the Anduin. Genji picked up with that as well. On the left-hand side, Junkrat Falstead. Aeronauts Windless. I think that's what it's called, right? What's up, Ektar? It's the new series that Jim Butcher started, where it's like, it's very sky pilot sort of things. I wouldn't say like space, but there is space stuff, but it's like airships. It was kind of interesting. It's kind of fun, but it did feel like the book was a little bit longer than it needed to be. There was some stuff where it was just like, okay, we're kind of being redundant on this stuff. ETC is our last pick on the left-hand side. Solo lane ETC on Towers of Doom. No, maybe Double Soak from Falstead? We're gonna see. Let's find out. Honestly, Gillis, I might do the same thing. I might reread the trilogy myself. I have to get the first book back from my dad, though. I lent my dad the first book, and I don't think he read it. It had some stuff. Heroes. So, okay. Twitch Gamble's up and available in chat if you'd like to get some, that's out my back. There you go. There's the gamble. Uh-oh. We have a DC'd character. Well, anyways, we got Undead playing Junkrat. Resmix will be on your, Falstead. We got a Gunner, Brightwing, no Cascon on ETC, and Johanna will be played by Morpheus, who DC'd. Right side of the map, we're taking a look at Ultralisk for the side of Vinland Raiders, playing your Maiev. We'll be seeing Sven on the Blaze, Death Knight Anduin, Skog playing Diablo, and Nano on the Genji. We're going to leave us in the game here just for a bit longer so you can get some Twitch gambles in based on who's played what, as well as... actually, can I do this? What's the combo? Control-Alt-W? There you go. There you go. So now I'm not showing the minimap. So there's that. And you can see who's on what. That works out. There we go. Any believers in MG for Fun Edition? What is this? But I hope you enjoy the reread, Gellis. I'm so tempted to reread the trilogy myself. I mean, it's only, like, the first book is, like, 200-ish pages. The second's, like, 300 to 400. And the third book is, like, 300 to 400 as well. So it's less than 1,000 pages. And it reads really quick, to be honest. I'm really tempted to reread through that Southern Reach trilogy. But thank you for the heads up on the Absolution. Who's it written by again? Jeff Vandermeer. Jeff Vandermeer. Absolution, a Southern Reach novel. Pre-order price guarantee. The surprise fourth volume in Jeff Vandermeer's Southern Reach series. They don't even call it a trilogy anymore. And the final word on one of the most provocative and popular speculative fiction series of time. Southern Reach trilogy was first published a decade ago. It was an instance. There was no full closure on the story of Area X. I kind of like that it didn't have like a definite end though. Like it was kind of. I kind of like that a little bit. All right, let's get everything back here. We are ready to go. Thank you all. Hey, we got odds on the gamble. Thank you, chat.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
I don't believe in offlane ETC. Just ask my offlane player. Who's your offlane player?
1. Well, what are you waiting for?
I'm fresh off a reread of the Murderbot books. What is the Murderbot? I have to look that up. 3-Body Problem. How was that TV show? I heard decent things about the 3-Body Problem show. But it's a lot of, like, physics and things. And I'm too dumb for that. Concussion Mine. Moving people around here. Undead will be unalived. Fan of Knives getting so many resets. Jeez Louise. Ultralisk, chill. What's the heroic damage? 2,800 from Maiev already. She's nearly doubled any Oh, actually, Blaze has got some decent damage, too. He's a big fan of offlane ETC, and I complain about it constantly, even when it works. That sounds like you just don't believe in your teammates, and sometimes you need to believe in your teammates. As Naruto once said, you gotta believe it. I don't have Netflix, but I heard it's okay. Yeah, I heard like there was some hubbub and bustle about the 3-body problem, and then it like disappeared. Nice vault of the Wardens right there from Ultralisk, who's just absolutely popping off right now in this Maiev map number 1. Best of 5 series, by the way. Best of 5 series. ETC Proc Rock level 1. Sappers being dealt with by Morpheus, but unfortunately that does line things up for Diablo. And all 3 Sappers do make it into the Fort Front Gate Tower, taking that down inside. While 3 more Sappers make it in. 2 of them take down the gate. 1 of them actually makes it into the tower, and that will be a lot of good siege damage early on from the side of Vinland Raiders, who they might be speedrunning this map series game. Gunner does go down. 3 kills in quick succession to the side of Vinland Raiders, who, as I said, they want to make this a fast series. They're like, look, it's 1803, 1903. Sorry, it's a 9-hour difference between me and EU. Sheltering. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Twitch alerts are being weird today, so give me a second here. Thank you for the 5 tier 1 gifted subs.
Way to go, dude! Right!
Actually, we're just gonna put this right there. That's perfect. There we go. All right, thank you so very much for those 5 gifted subs. Thank you for the generosity in the channel. If you get a gifted sub, welcome to Bahamut. There's gonna be an Umbral Bind from Ultralisk pulling back the Falstad as Gunner is trying to wiggle out of this. No blink heal available. No level 10. More fan and knives. Yo, Ultralisk. Oh my god, dude. You cannot give Ultralisk this Maiev anymore. I mean, it's not like that's the only reason they're winning. There's such good play from Vinland Raiders, but my golly gee. Uh-oh, Genji is gonna go in. He gets the Swift Strike reset, but the Johanna is able to get the Iron Skin activated in time. All right. Blaze gets the right side. Can he? No. No delay onto ETC in time. No 40-0 potential, but I will point this out, 32 to 37 in core HP. A rare denial and damage early on.
Like all the others.
Shadow charge into the wall, overpower onto Falstad, who's going to be pulled back in with an Umbral Bind, and the Chastise locking him in place, and my gosh, Vinland Raiders on an absolute tear. 7 kills. We're not even 4 minutes in. We're not even 4 minutes in, and it's 7 kills, 8 to 6. Actually, it's just about level 9 to level 7 here. I'm going to go ahead and cycle through the other numbers because 10 talent tiers on the horizon for our right side team. 18 stacks on Shuriken Mastery for the Genji. No pin down for the Maiev at level 4. Your points. Hey, it's Towers of Doom. It's Towers of Doom. It's anyone's game. Gravekeeper's core is the best in the game. Why? Why are you saying JK at the end of that?
Hero slain.
ETC picked up by Blaze Genji in the top lane. My apologies. I was looking at this bottom lane engagement, seeing how things are going to be going here. Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. Umbral Bind pulls Johanna back in further. I don't think she's got an Iron Skin active, and she won't be taken down. Phase shift from Brightwing will come through. Diablo completed his Souls. Apocalypse immediately. Chastise connecting onto the Junkrat. The Fan of Knives coming out. There's a Light Bomb from Anduin as well. Currently have a condemn from Johanna trying to pull on the enemies. The Warden's Cage locking in a few enemies. Concussion Mine pulls Skog out of position. He's going to drop a Fire Stomp, lands the Shadow Charge. It's 10 to 0 in kills. We've had 2 kills per minute as we're 5 minutes in. Genji jumps in with a couple Shurikens trying to get the delay on a Hearth, and I think he actually did get the delay on an Undead there. Anduin going for the channel here, and this will be 5 shots raining into the enemy core. It looks weird. What? The Gravekeeper looks awesome by comparison to the Ravenlord. The Ravenlord's just a giant raven with a sword. It's goddamn birds with swords. Dark Souls shit. He's got a giant scythe. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. Anyways. ETC power sliding through. This Blaze in the top lane. A jet propulsion met by a face melt. Meanwhile, in bottom, though, there are sappers to be fed in. Mike over the wall. Johanna with the condemn. Shield glare trying to get a little bit of damage. Here comes Diablo with the shadow charge. Chastise onto the Johanna as well. Iron Skin activated. Don't be mad if you lose points, because you know what? You're just spreading that bandit buck economy. Trickle down economics, the true way it's supposed to work. Through my channel points. Taste for explosions level 4 for our Junkrat currently, 37 stacks. ETC proc rock 15 regeneration globes out of 20. 11 stacks for our false stat on his auto attack build as he's going to take a flight down into bottom lane. Genji did rotate to top and has a few shurikens into the face of this cow. 37 stacks on that shuriken mastery. Apocalypse activated, light bomb, Warden's Cage, stage dive from the ETC down into bottom lane on top of this Anduin. Death Knight being pushed around. Maybe, just maybe, Brightwing and friends can take him down. They will be able to. ETC gets picked off by the Nexus forces. That's going to be those tower shots raining in. Morpheus having armor reduced does get taken down. The Nexus forces with multiple kills. It's going to be a quadra kill. They go in with the stage drive trying to take down Anduin, and it does not work out. This is going to be 10 shots into the enemy core, and we're looking at a 16-37 game, 7 minutes in. This is absolute insanity for a Towers of Doom game. Absolutely wild here as, did they forget there's a bottom bell tower? Did they forget about this? What's going on? Are they getting more shots through mid? What's going on? Hello? Shurikens? Undead forced to cancel the hearth. Team? Okay. Okay. I think they literally forgot, or are they really that confident that they can leave it, get another bell tower for extra shots? And they're going to lose bottom bell tower. They're not going to have mid in time. This is kind of a weird interaction. They just lost the opportunity for 5. They lost the opportunity for 10 shots. I don't get this. I don't get this. I don't understand what the game plan is here, really. Phase shift from Brightwing gets her into the mid lane. Mid bell tower doesn't get converted. Top lane still being worked on by Blaze. Diablo gets the channel, and yeah. They get 9 shots in. Weird. Feels weird, man. Concussion mine. There's the light bomb from Genji. Apocalypse from Diablo. The gust from False to push away the enemies, but Blaze still has one more auto attack coming through. The jet propulsion met by a steel trap from Junkrat. Maiev goes to bottom lane. She does have that camp pushing in. It's a little far down as it's over by the fort here. Mid fort goes down as well. These are all still forts. We haven't had the center teleport open up yet. It's not 12 minutes in game time. It is level 15 with 15 kills to 1. A kill per level, and we're 9 minutes in game. Vinland Raiders want a fast 3-0 in this best of 5. Chastise onto this false steady, barrel rolls away. Blaze really close to getting the bell tower conversion in top lane. Umbral bind into the Warden's Cage. Brightwing able to blink heal away. Johanna Iron Skin will expire. She gets bopped back in by one of those Wardens, but no setup. Diablo going right back in. Riptire from Junkrat will be cast. Currently have a Chastise out from Anduin. ETC stage dives into the bottom lane. 13 to 16 in our levels as Genji goes in with the light bomb gusted away by the Falstead. We currently have Umbral Bind pulling people around. Ultra is getting Fan and Knife reset like crazy. Gunner with 90 HP is able to float away. Currently have that top lane bell tower grabbed by Blaze. After 6 shots across the map, the barrage will increase in speed. So right now, as you look at your minimap, you'll have 1 shot going across the map at a time. After 6 shots have fired, you'll start having a shot fire when the missile is half to 3/4 across the map. Keep your eyes on the minimap here because you're going to see that barrage start to increase in speed. Blaze getting the channel here. This is going to be 7 shots. Oh my god, this is just over. Absolute massacre. So there's the fire, so you can see it's speeding up. 3/4 of the way across the map, a new one fires. GG, well played. GG, well played. Extremely well played from the side of Vinland Raiders. They will be able to take this map number 1 in 10 minutes and 32 seconds. Not the fastest map in Ravencourt Team League, but damn, it's... Damn! By the way, nice siege damage from Maiev. Vinland Raiders take map number 1 dominantly, 17-2 in kills. Thank you again, Sheltering Hand, for the 5 gifted subs during that game. Much appreciate it. Yeah, I've been reading through. I've been reading through the King Killer Chronicles. So I'm on Wise Man's Fear right now. I'm like 1/3 of the way through the book, so I still got a way to go back, but very much enjoying it. Rothfuss is definitely he's way more detailed in book 2 than he is in book 1, and I don't mind it. It's not like a nauseating amount of detail, but there are moments where it's like half a page to 3/4 of a page with someone just having an internal monologue to answer a question from someone else. Like, what did Master Lorne think of this? What did I think of this? Did I say this too rude? So there's a little bit of that, but I don't know. It kind of makes sense because Kavath is getting older. He's becoming more disciplined in his thoughts and actions. So it's really interesting to see that transition from book 1 to 2. Welcome back, everybody, into Tomb of the Spider Queen. We have got a map number 2 on the way for our lower bracket quarterfinal. Winner of this series goes on to the lower bracket semifinal, which will be our first best of 5 tomorrow morning. This is a best of 5 series in the elimination section of our tournament, and for Group B, Maiev target banned, Mephisto banned. We'll see a Stitches and Junkrat removed as well from the side of Vinland. Oh, that's your Smurf that you have? There's someone that comes into stream. I see them quite often. I also cast them quite a bit. Named Kalavoth, which I think Kala is a reference to another book series character. I'm pretty sure it is. I think it's a main character in another series that I don't know about, which might be something that goes on my list. But either way, Blaze first pick for the side of MG for Fun Edition. The members of Vinland Raiders are up in this best of 5 series. They just need to win 2 maps, and Tomb of the Spider Queen could be one of those maps. What do they want to do? What shenanigans? Sven does have a really good Rexar Misha in his repertoire. He also does have a great Dahaka as well. I'm curious what they're going to be leaning into. Rexar is not too bad for Tomb of the Spider Queen. Flare is something we see from time to time as a utility. It has 100% uptime just about. 20-second cooldown, 20 seconds of active time, so the moment the cooldown expires, the moment the flare extinguishes, you can throw a new one. Lucio Hanzo going to make their way into this map number 2 for Vinland Raiders. Blaze and what? Kala, the Leo God. He was in some of NGS Division as me last season. Played a bunch of cool. He's absolutely a cool dude. Absolutely. He likes to participate in the outhouses. On Thursday, I've been casting the outhouses, which is Gilly Shirka Bingo Night versus Boogans Forever, but they kind of mash up their 2 team and players. So, like, they have players from both sides kind of on both teams, and they're really fun games. I'll be doing more of them this Thursday. I did a bunch this past Thursday. We did 9 maps this past Thursday, so and I got 3 packs from Mr. Stark, so I have a bunch of games for all of you on Thursday for that one. But we do have the Sylvanas Johanna picked up on the left-hand side. Sergeant Hammer will be banned away. Anduin is up if they want to get rid of it. Genji's up if they want to get rid of it. It's really what flavor do you not want to deal with on the side of MG for Fun Edition? It's Diablo. Both teams are full of cool players. Absolutely. Cool players that like to play Juice Pirates, because Juice Pirates is totally against the rules for NGS. Oh, I won't let that go, by the way. That was just stupid but funny to me. I'm upset because I lost to Juice Pirates. Oh no. Time to throw a hissy fit and B-step. Leoric and Nubarak, Hanzo, Lucio will be picked up on the right-hand side. Do like the burst potential. The wave clear is okay. You've got Explosive Arrow, but I'd love to see a Mage to round out the Vinland Raider draft. Something high burst ability. Chromie's a good option. Jaina's not too bad in there as well. We don't see him very often, but Kael'thas is always fun. There's the Anduin. Do they pick up Genji with this? That drama was so good, it was. We want to do it against them if they play again. I personally doubt they're gonna play again. I think there were 5 people that signed up and got into a division that was lower than their skill level, and they dominated it. And now that they won, they don't want an actual challenge because those people do exist. Those people exist everywhere, in every league, in every game, and yeah. So I personally, I would bet a tier 1 sub that they will not be returning for the next season because they don't want to play against people at their skill level. They want to be the dominant force and win everything because, you know, some people's egos need to be, you know, encouraged by beating down on others. Encouraged isn't the right word. Some people need to feed their egos by beating down on others. There you go. Welcome back, everybody, into Two with the Spider Queen. We're loading on in. We got a gamble going for all of you. They ran our division last season. They should be in Heroic. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's get into this. Vinland Raiders. We got a Sven Leoric. We have a Death Knight Lucio with the Lucio O's. A Skog, a Nubarak. We'll see a Gul'dan played by Ultralisk and Nano on the Hanzo. Oh boy, Nano Hanzo scary. Left side of the map. Dead body over there on the ground. We've got a Rhythmix on your Sylvanas, Undead Kael'thas, Gunner on the Anduin, Morpheus Johanna, and Cascon playing the Blaze. Twitch predictions up and available. Get your gambles in. You've got another 4 minutes from when you're hearing me say this to get the, to get those predictions in. Q build Hanzo, Endurance Stimback for our Blaze. Second time we've seen this today, but also the first time we saw it was on no Cascon, so kind of seems like a no Cascon flavor. Got believers on MG for fun. MG for fun. And Shield Glare, Arcane, no, sorry. Mana Addict for the Kael'thas level 1. So I kept wanting to say Arcane Barrier, but that's what you get when you finish out those stacks. And Echo Corruption for our Gul'dan. Leoric got the Fealty into Death. We'll check on those Hanzo stacks a little bit later on. But we got odds on the gamble. Thank you all very much for participating if you have in the Twitch predictions. As Gul'dan handles bottom lane up against this Blaze for the time being. Leoric is actually in top. Are they going to do a reverse? Are they going to do like a 1-4 setup? Like 1 in top lane, solo lane and top lane, and then do the core 4 rotating mid to bottom? That is something we see from time to time. We also do see Leoric, or the solo laner, doing double soak from top to mid, and then the core 4 sits in bottom. But it looks like this was just an early setup, and we'll have that rotation out. Gul'dan was just managing against the Blaze. Maybe an invade under this camp on the left-hand side? Maybe we get this invade. Gravity Lapse connecting. Flame Strike as well. That would have been a stack on Convection if he went into the proper level 1. Not that Kael'thas is ever mana-starved at level 1. No. Leoric is able to eat the Jet Propulsion while a Wraith walks away, and Nubarak re-engages with a Burrow Charge in. This is a great corridor for some Echo Corruption stacks if Gul'dan has it off cooldown. Doesn't look like it. He's spamming the Fel Flames. Does get a couple stacks off of Cascon. And that'll be camp scouted. Hanzo trying to get another Stormbow Q on the Sylvanas, but doesn't land it right there, just to the side of her. And they're actually going to re-engage on this camp right now. Nubarak steps in. Anduin body block. Gunner trying to get away. That's wonderful damage onto the Anduin, and he will be picked off. First blood goes over the side of our Vinland Raiders as Lucio tries to push off, and he does get traded. Hanzo is able to get the last auto in. Shield Glare onto Nano. Uses the corner of the wall to be able to get the natural agility. Cascon low, 72 HP. Able to get away, but Leoric wants to chase him down. Living Bomb applied. Body blocks are in place against the Johanna, but she will not be taken down. It's a 2-for-1. Meanwhile, Gul'dan was doing ghoulish Daniel things in top lane, pushing waves into the fort front gate, and that'll get great siege damage early on. This Bruiser camp finally making its way into mid. A lot of back and forth, a lot of fighting over this one camp. No Bruiser camp on the right to be grabbed yet, since there was such a priority on the invade and team fight. It's Nether Royal, by the way, on your Kael'thas level 4. Increase Gravity Lapse range by 30% when Gravity Lapse hits an enemy hero. Refund 80 mana. If you're sitting at home saying, but Bahamut, I don't know how much mana that costs for Kael'thas normally, I do believe it's 90. 90 for the Gravity Lapse. So you reduce that by quite a bit. Chastise, auto, not enough to take down Death Knight. 250 or so HP is the lowest I saw it go. Wonderfully done. Leorc starts working on this camp on the right. He does have Paralyzing Rage level 4, which allows him to have a 60% slow now on that Skeletal Swing. Baseline is 40%. And a Chastise does not connect onto Ultralisk. A Gravity Lapse does, with a Flame Strike on underneath that. Morpheus looking to turn in a bit here. Both teams are close to a turn-in for the side of MG for Fun Edition. Vinland Raiders do have their available turn-in. There's an Impale. Morpheus wiggling around here. Living Bomb applied to Skog. He's going to share that flame with Nano. Nicely done. Got to spread that Living Bomb. Got to keep Hanzo nice and warm. Got to give some free stackage or free damage over to the side of Kael'thas. As Gul'dan rotates, he's dead. Living Bomb will find the last little bit of damage, and it's 2-2 in kills. A lot closer of a game number 2 here than we saw in Towers of Doom, which was insanely one-sided for Vinland Raiders. I mean, at this point, last game, there was already like 10 kills. Now, there are 5 in this game as Nubrak burrows in onto this Kael'thas, trying to get the setup here. The Living Bomb applied. Once again, though, Skog will not share it. Flames. No, Skog, stop! Now it's just intentional. Now it's intentional. Okay, interesting. Burrowing into your Hanzo as Gul'dan in top lane is currently getting dove on. Man, it's almost like you would have had a burrow charge to maybe go in on this if you didn't use it to meme against Nano, but that's just a joke. We have Sylvanas going down to Hanzo as well as the Kael'thas. It's 3-5 in kills as 10 Talontiers nearing on both sides, but a little bit faster for our right side Vinland Raiders. A Scatter delays up Morpheus Hearth. A Nubrak stepping up does the same. Currently have a little spray from him as the Leoric gets the objective summoning here on the map. Half a level to go for level 10, and the top lane fork getting a little bit low here. Nubrak is going to be picked off by Blaze. Lucio gets most of the gems dropped and is able to push off and get away. Gul'dan's back, throwing out some Fell Flames. Uh-oh, Chastise on the Nano. Lucio's got to pick up the big chunks of gems there. Red Web Weavers have descended. Chastise onto Gul'dan. Leoric is pushing things up in bottom. Mid lane managed by the Johanna. Back over in top lane. This Web Weaver getting minimal to no value. And I wonder, do Vinland Raiders say, okay, enough memery, enough shenanigans in the enough shenanigans, let's actually start trying to push in to win. 5-5 in kills. Dragon's Arrow!
Now this is pod racing.
EU arrows never miss, apparently. Tens are here on both sides. Cocoon, Cocoon, Horrify, Dragon's Arrow, High Five, and Entomb. There's the Horrify, Light Bomb, Pyroblast. Bless Shield, Light Bomb, Mind Control, Bunker, and Pyroblast are going to be the pickups here. Haven't seen a Pyroblast game in a long time. Whoa, that Entomb is massive, though. Is there anything to play off of this? Gul'dan's already been taken down. Man. Gul'dan and the Hall of Storms are at least dead right now, saying, man, that Entomb, I could have got so many Echo Corruption stacks. He would have gotten an insane amount of stacks. That would have been a beautiful moment. But Gul'dan did get picked off earlier on. Gravity Lapse into Chastise. A lot of damage onto Death Knight. He gets pulled in with gets pulled in with the Condemn, but he's able to get far enough away that most of the gems he dropped will be picked up. 2 of them left behind. Sylvanas. And you know, there's been a lot of memery in this game, but it does still seem like Vinland Raiders are in the lead. A lot of unforced errors, but Vinland Raiders kind of still feel like they're in the lead. Flame Strike down on the ground. A Fell Flame from... Oh, Gul'dan! A Nubrak goes in! Not Gul'dan, sorry. A Nubrak goes in. Gul'dan just rotates into bottom. Lucio comes through, trying to poke onto the enemies a little bit. And Hanzo, Nano, done with his level 1. As that range and damage increase. No Dragon Awakens at level 7. Did go into that never outmatched. Death Knight trying to get away. Misses the sound wave, but it doesn't matter. And enough for another turn-in. Sorry, excuse me. Chugged a little too much tea. 31 to 26, or 31 and 26 between Leoric and Hanzo. Leoric gets 31 of those already turned in. Hanzo might break away for a turn of his own. 13 talents here to 11. This is one structure fallen so far in favor of Vinland Raiders. More scatters poking here and there. Gul'dan pushes up mid. Johanna steps up with a condemn. Kael'thas helps clear things out. I'm just waiting to see when Nano turns in here. Sven picks up quite a few more gems, holding 9 currently. Gul'dan turns in 11. Not many needed for the summoning of the Web Weavers. They still do need... Sven's got this, actually, so... Hanzo's turn-in is still going to be held with 26. Level lead. Dragon's Arrow into Impale. Horrify. Cocoon on to Kael'thas saves. He would have actually died right there. So Kael'thas gets to live for the time being, because Cocoon was a little unnecessary. What's up, Izbiz? How you doing today, bud? Mid fort has gone down. Gul'dan goes to push things up in mid, or in top lane. He does have 34 stacks on his level 1. 15 regeneration globes for the Kael'thas about 10 minutes in. 7 to 7 in kills. Quite a few here as Blaze checks the bush with an oil slick. Does discover a few enemies over here. Johanna stepping in with the Iron Skin active. That will expire. Hanzo getting great damage. Actually, I don't know, she might have just had a little bit of shielding from something else. Not 100% sure. Thought she activated it. Doesn't matter. Top lane fort does go down. All forts have been removed in favor of Vinland Raiders. And now Nubrak burrows in, looking at the Blaze. No Cascon with the Endurance Stimpack active. Does not get picked off here in the bottom lane. Waves pushed in quite a bit. Top lane Webweaver will expire. Leoric with this ominous Wraith is going to float on away in top lane and does get quite a bit of value here. I assume Kael'thas checks this camp. Oh no, they're gonna have to give this? It's even talent here for the time being. It's a 2-level difference, but let's see what happens. Anubrak burrows into the bush. The timing is pretty good right there. The Horrify from Gul'dan. Anduin split from his team. Gunnar trying to get away, but he'll be burned down by Gul'dan's fell flames and such as no Cascon comes out of that cocoon. Anubrak still chasing onto Morpheus. A little too deep right there. Has to burrow charge away. Throws down the Impale after landing. Throws down the Impale after being able to back away. Sorry. Kael'thas gets the Lucio kill. I was just watching Ultralisk as Skog was hugging around him, trying to get the living bomb to hit him. I don't get it. You love to see it, chat. You love to see it. You love to see it. Nano with the proper level 16. Look at that damage. Look at that Q damage right there. Insanity. Hitting heroes with Stormbow increases the damage of Hanzo's next basic attack within 5 seconds by 40%. Basic attacks against heroes increase the damage of Hanzo's next Stormbow within 5 seconds by 40%. All right, 16 talents here on the right-hand side. A level to go, 8 to 9 in kills. Webweaver summoning available for both sides. 69 gems currently held by the crew of MG for fun as they actually pick up a few more here. Anubrak able to burrow charge out of any sort of pressure near this old fort as the boss is slowly being worked on here. Blaze going to get a nice chunky 37 turn-in. I missed the damage. Can he do it again soon? Gravity lapse. Well, looks like the turn-in is delayed out. Boss is grabbed. Who's got the vast majority of the turn-in? Hanzo, Gul'dan, Leoric are the ones that got a turn-in here. Dragon's Arrow connects onto 2. Living Bomb applied to this Nubrak as he does get hit with a mind control as well. Pyroblast on the Nano. Lucio going to try and heal him up a bit here, but I think Nano's dead. Whoa! Death Knight with the Amp It Up was enough to bolster that health to 140. Gul'dan, by the way, is currently pushing things up and top, and I do think he's dead. He's got a Horrify, right? Yeah, he's got a Horrify if he needs to drop that. I do think he's dead, though. Dismounted. Haunting Wave. There's the Horrify. It's, whoa, the damage onto Sylvanas as Lucio is trying to take her down. Ultralisk will get picked off. Death Knight, he wants to get these gems. He's got a living bomb applied. He gets hit with a gravity lapse. Leoric looks for an entomb, can't find it. A few gems to be lost. Boss is on core, but it's going to scratch the shielding and expire here. Leoric with a living bomb applied, still chasing down this. Okay, bless shield into the Lucio to re-engage as Johanna still gets picked off by Lucio. Slow onto this Kael'thas as another arrow goes wide. Gunner should be dead here. Drops a Desperate Prayer, and desperate is the right word for it. Cascon, he's going to try and make it into the Hall of Storms and will be able to with the Pyromania. The Mind Control connects onto Sven.
It is upside down.
And this Kael'thas announcement cut does come through. 965 damage from a Stormbow. Casual 965 damage. Kael'thas activates the Arcane Barrier. Skog very low. Damage over time is enough, and he will be picked off here. The Orc pushes things up in mid. Webweaver Summon is still available, by the by. Lucio and Hanzo need to be the ones to turn in. Gul'dan working on a camp. Leoric is proxying and pushing up waves. I wouldn't even say proxying, he's just pushing up waves. Alright, waiting on the Hanzo turn in. Literally, I think the team is waiting on him, but I will point out, I think they're trying to get a Nubrak death timer a little bit lower before they get their turn in. Sylvanas will have enough for said turn in here. Little Stormbow from our Hanzo. Lucio, Mind Control, Dragon's Arrow to try and create a window. Light Bomb does not connect, and Death Knight is able to drop that Sylvanas health down with the help of Hanzo poking from the far side of this engagement. Gul'dan leaves the camp to be able to re-engage onto the enemy with his allies around. Horfai comes out, the bunker summoned by Blaze as well. He's going to be trying to get away here. Is there a scatter to take him down? One Stormbow, but no. The Endurance Stimpack still coming through. Leoric is dropping. Uh-oh. Nano, you're dead. They need to get his gems, though. They need to get these gems. Do they need to get these gems? Oh, they don't have a turn-in anymore. But is there enough to just run it down and end? Is, I guess, maybe the question to pose to the enemies here. Morpheus damage over time. Gul'dan hits. Oh, a Nubrak pops the rewind. Misses the burrow. There's the cocoon, the assist ping, but the allies are like, but we gotta get a camp. Does he get this?
Hero slain. Blue team dominated.
Stream deck?
Team kill.
Okay. Now, there is enough for a turn in. Boss is up in a minute. Mid crashing, bottom crashing. Oh boy. Bandit is flawless too, just kidding. So you don't think Bandit's flawless? Wow. 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 Unfortunate. Red Webweavers have descended. Top lane is going to push up quite a bit. Bottom lane keep on a few hundred HP. Arrow coming across the map.
Now this is pod racing.
Okay. Nubrak burrows, lands onto 2, Impale to follow that up. High five from Lucio helping out his friend as we have the Entomb from Leoric to be activated. No Buried Alive from him, did go into the Burning Despair. High five from Lucio with the Mixing Fire level 20. Currently have Cascon with a Light Bomb, but Nubrak's able to burrow charge away. He spreads that Living Bomb to Sven, because teammates are just ever so helpful with that. All keeps a fall in here. That will be Blaze going down as well. It's looking like the beginning of the end here from map number 2. Pyroblast from Kael'thas onto Lucio, but he's fine. Nubrak picked off, the core does fall, and Vinland Raiders with another strong map. But, you know, I gotta say this. The crew of MG for Fun Edition definitely had some shining moments. A lot closer of a game, kill-wise, than map number 1. But, speaking of maps, this is a best-of-5 series, and Vinland Raiders one map away from punching their ticket into the lower bracket semifinal tomorrow morning. Loser could be MG for Fun, will be knocked out of the Ravencourt Team League Tournament, Group B, and that's their end of their potential to get into the playoffs, which will be happening next weekend. Next weekend, it will be all best of 5s and a best of 7 grand finals, and that'll be happening on the 20th and 21st. But let's go ahead and get set up for what could be our final map of the day. I'll pay out the people, and I'm going to roll out some ads. Now's a good time to remind you that we are very close to our sub goal. We are 13 subs away. If you'd like to push up for that, it's much appreciated. We've had some generosity in the stream already. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Thanks for lurking, chatting. Appreciate everything. Let's get into the next game. All right, welcome back this time, as we have the correct first pick selected. Welcome back this time into map number 3. Could be the final map of the day. As tomorrow we have 2 best of 5s for the lower bracket semifinal and the lower bracket final. Let's see how Battlefield of Eternity is going to unfold here. Okay, so first pick goes over the side of MG for Fun Edition. Vinland Raiders have chosen the map for us. All right, so what is the game plan? What are we going to get any shenanigans from Vinland Raiders? They're up in this best of 5 series. They have been kind of memeing around a little bit, especially that last map where we saw Anubarak sharing the living bomb as much as speedily possible. What is Anubarak? He's a crypt lord. Is that right? So I was trying to make a connection to his lore right there and couldn't find one. Hanzo and Maev will be banned away. Blaze target banned as well. Battlefield. I feel like they're just gonna get rid of Cascom picks. No. First pick on the left-hand side. They could ban out the Lucio. Get rid of that. Not sure if he's the priority for MG for Fun Edition. In Warcraft 3, he's a Crypt Lord. Yeah. A custom insect. Lucio is banned away. First pick Li Ming. Okay. Hogger's up and available if they want to go that direction. Genji as well. They're doing it! They're gonna do it. Now, I really hope Vinland Raiders take Spite and Hysteria. Why? Because Spite, that's your basic ability. Spite also increases the duration of the regeneration globe, I believe. And then Hysteria gives you heroic cooldown reduction and something else. I'm blanking. I know there's some really cool synergies right there. Stitches will be stolen away. But here's the thing. Why go Stitches when you can go Tyrael with Alexstrasza? Tyrael on a map like Battlefield with auto attack build and Ardent Restoration? Hell yeah, brother. He's a Traitor King. That's right. Yes, the Traitor King. I hope this is a Tyrael game. I really do. They also could go Johanna Laws of Hope if they want to go into the direction of stacking globes, but Johanna Laws of Hope is not really. No, it's not gonna be a Nubarak. It's gonna be Tyrael. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's gonna be Tyrael. Regeneration Master for a Nubarak could be the level 1, but I don't think they were gonna go for a Nubarak here. It feels all Tyrael to me. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but okay. Raynor, Chen, Mephisto, Alexstrasza. So they're gonna flex on this last pick for their tank. GG's. Apparently one of their players. All right. Is the draft bugging? Nah. What's up, Saddle? How you doing, bud? Twitch chat ordered a one-man wrecking crew. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, all right. Let's go. Okay. All right. Well, this is a draft. This is something that's happening, and this is my draft analysis. All right, Twitch predictions up. Could be the final game of the day. Whenever that's the case, I heavily encourage you all to get a lot of gambles in. If you would like some channel points to gamble and you're not following the channel is the quickest way to get yourself a nice chunk of channel points. But let's get in. Here we go. Right side of the map, up in this best of 5 series in the lower bracket quarterfinals, we have Vinland Raiders with a Sven, Eric, Olaf, Balog, Lost Vikings. We've got an Alex Straza played by Ultraless, Death Knight on the Rainer, Skog playing Chen, and Nano on your Mephisto. Left side of the map is going to be MG for Fun Edition.
10 seconds.
No Cascon will be playing your Gazlo. Undead on Li Ming, Morpheus Stitches, Gunner on your Anduin, and Razmix will be Razmix? That's what I'm going with on the Thrall. Crash Lightning? What is this game? What is this game right now? Crash Lightning Thrall, Patrick Creation, we've got Force Armor for Li Ming. Okay. We have Eric sticking around with the members in bottom lane, Olaf and Balog in top. And Alex Straza, she needs 15 globes to start spawning globes. She's already at 2. Chen needs those 15 as well for his freshest ingredients. But keep in mind, Viking globes are a thing. Now, let me check here really quickly. Viking globes are currently tracking correctly on the bottom of the screen, so I'll check a little bit later and make sure that those are actually tracking correctly. But either way, Alex Straza rotates to top lane so she can get a globe with Chen. So doing a little bit of double soak, but meanwhile in the bottom lane, Li Ming, so okay, Sven low, doesn't get picked off, okay. No sub alert. I don't see anything in my activity feed, Colio. The last thing I have in my activity feed is a follow 12 minutes ago. Maybe try and refresh the stream on your end and see if maybe the trigger comes through for that. Or it's delayed on Twitch's side. I'm not sure, but I literally don't even have anything in my event list. First Blood does go over to the side of Vinland Raiders. Well, if you did resubscribe, I do appreciate it greatly. If it didn't go off and it's not tracking, I apologize greatly, and thank you again for the continued support in the channel. But definitely F5 and see if that fixes it. Maybe Twitch bugged out and it just didn't go through. 8 regeneration globes already for the Alex Straza and the Chen, who's going to fly and kick in. He's mostly focusing on that middle minion, but we do have this Impaler Camp pushing in as well. Bottom siege continues. Alex Straza in Dragon Queen form. Chen flying kicks over the wall, looking at Undead, has the stagger act. He's dead. There's no way you make it out of this alive, Chen. Vikings checking the camp in top. Alex Straza will start surpassing the Chen in regeneration globe since he's currently dead, just now respawning. Yeah, the other alerts I have are just the sound alerts that we had. Huh. Weird. Wonder if Twitch is being buggy today. Wouldn't be surprising. 4 stacks on the Crash Lightning for Thrall. Yeehaw, partner. As he continues. Uh-oh. Cascon in top lane. He's fine. I say fine, but he's down to a couple hundred HP. Objective phase started out here. A little bit of poke damage onto the Immortal. Chen drinks up a bit of brew. Flying kick through this. Oh, no. Chen goes down. Second kill for the side of MG for Fun Edition. And is this giraffe a little bit too much of a meme? Not sure. Not sure, honestly. Well, first half of the Immortal is going to easily be raced down. Vikings get a camp in the top lane. 1 globe away for Alex Straza to finish up that level 1. Constantly provide... Oh, she's done. Now Mephisto with Spite level 4 is going to be looking for a globe constantly. And then that level 13, I expect it to be Hysteria. I really hope it is. It's a really, really fun synergy with the Alexstrasza. All right. 21 globes for our Vikings already. Solid globing. Respect. Nice. Uh-oh, hold on. That's Mephisto jumping in. Great value with the Lightning Nova. First objective phase moves into top lane in favor for the side of MG for Fun Edition. And Raynor and Balog will deal with that. Meanwhile, Alexstrasza has been summoned, or has summoned her Dragon Queen form, and counter siege to be had. Meanwhile, siege in bottom lane from Gazlo. So he's trying to push up onto the fort front gate. Chen with the flying kick in top lane. Frostwolf pack level 4 for Thrall is finished out. Still ways to go on that Crash Lightning. 7 out of 30 stacks for him. Kind of wish there was a midway stackage benefit for Thrall on that. Viking continues to poke onto this Gazlo in bottom. Chen, he's dead. There's no way you make it out of this alive, Chen. Mephisto jumps in, trying to find something here. Lands a bit of damage. .30 Skull Missile stacks level 1 on the Unyielding Power as more abundance circles are thrown down on the ground. And those Vikings, 30 regeneration globes, 6 minutes in, not even. Really nice. A hook from Stitches on the Nano. Gazlo takes down a Viking in bottom lane. Sven almost loses one in top. The magic missiles won't connect. Gazlo unable to take down the Olaf in bottom. Counterpoint, I wish per hero it stacked. But that kind of like misses the whole point of the stackage though. Because like when you finish the talent, then it prioritizes heroes on the bounce, like that's what you're working towards. I mean, I see what you mean, but if that was the case, then the stackage would have to be like 50 or something. Because that would just be such an easy talent to finish out. Yeah, because you needed at least 2 heroes with a single use of Chain Lightning. After hitting multiple heroes 30 times, the Chain Lightning prioritizes bounce of the heroes. You also get damage. You scale up the damage as it's going along. Wandering Keg from Chen splits the Thrall from his allies. When I say split, I mean he is massively split from his allies. Going to try and get on out of here, but I think that will be a Kaimo cleanse. Oh no!
I fight for the glory of the high heavens.
Lifebinder. Hunt? No. You just did not use Lifebinder on a Viking. I mean, it's a low cooldown at 50 seconds, but really? Lifebinder on a Viking? You could have had it for Skog right there. 35 regeneration globes for our Vikings. 12 stacks on Crash Lightning. Unyielding Power. Freshest ingredients. And that level 1 Circle of Life all finished out. Alexstrasza pops the Dragon Queen. They're focusing onto this camp. The Wind Gust, or the Wind Buffet, is going to open up the opportunity to steal this away. A Skull Missile, with the help of Alexstrasza, takes down Gazlo. Chen is once again picked off, but it's to 2 for 1 as Raynor continues to auto-attack over here on the right-hand side. I got an email confirmation for the subscription, but it showed up as... Whoa, weird. And F5ing didn't change anything, Colio? I literally can't see anything in my event list. That's so weird. Like, it's not even like it's queued in my event list, like, waiting or busted. It's just, I don't even see it. Well, Twitch is actively working against me. Bottom lane fort does go down. Looks like Raynor was just autoing in with this Olaf. He still has Hyperion available. A massively shielded Immortal will be pushing into top lane. Wandering Keg from Chen is going to split the Li Ming. F5ing didn't fix it? Man, that's so weird. Well, I appreciate the support. Thank you so very much. I do apologize. It's just I don't see anything I can do on my end to fix it. 50 regeneration globes for our Vikings, and I'm just trying to see if it's tracking properly. It actually is, yes. For once it is. Immortal in top lane still pushing in. Thrall in bottom is going to try and chase down Death Knight. Little spray as he backs away. I'm assuming this is Concussive Blast. Yeah. Yep, there it is. Gazlo with the gravel bomb pulls in a Viking. The Alexstrasza Lifebinder will connect onto Skog. A hook, Gorge onto this. No! Chen, you're helping! Actually, no, not really. I thought he was. Chen's gonna sacrifice his life. Play it again from the Vikings. That's one Viking dead. Sven should be taken down here as well. The keep is getting really low. Sundering from the Thrall pushes a lot of enemies into this. Mephisto activates his Lightning Nova, and as he's going down, he's like, at least I can take down the keep. I'm sorry, Mephisto, why would you go this route and you don't take Spite? Why? I know what Horde Skull is really strong, but why not take Spite? You're missing out on the memery. Sorry, Hysteria. No, I just refreshed my event list and nothing's new there either. Maybe if I do this, I was gonna say maybe if I trigger a sub at the end of the game, maybe that'll do something. 5 piercing light stacks for the Anduin. Hyperion from Raynor has been summoned. Death Knight should be dead here. He should be dead. See, I was assuming Cascom would kind of like flank in. They would do this like pincer movement thing. Sundering from Thrall just pushes Death Knight closer to the fort front gate, and he's fine. Quick heal from Alexstrasza. Slam down from Stitches. As they chase in further, looking for something here. But I ain't seeing it. Flying kick in from Chen. The Skull Missile goes out as well. Hook shy of any enemy heroes. Flying kick once again from Chen. No wandering kick for 10 more seconds. Stirrance of Hate goes out. Will connect on to quite a few enemies. Mephisto dives in with the Lightning Nova. Shade forward. Cascon with 140 HP, but Morpheus will be taken down. Gunner a little bit low. Wandering kick from Chen. Pushes the Thrall out of position. And he should be taken down. Mephisto dives backwards. We have the Lifebinder from Alexstrasza onto Chen. And I don't know, chat. This is feeling like it's a game-winning moment right now. Alexstrasza and Chen going in for the core. They move past the keep. Raynor still autoing onto the keep in bottom lane. Little haphazard here. Light bomb from Anduin. Gunner gets the stun onto 2. Li Ming looking for a reset into Nano, who answers back with a stupid amount of damage. See, Bahamut, that's why you take it Horde Skull. Grabo bomb from Gazlo. No one underneath that. Gunner's going to drop a Desperate Prayer and also drop his health bar. And Hyperion from Raynor is he's going to Oh, no, you're taking down mid lane gate. Really? Really? Oh, the core's falling. GG, well played. A dominant 3-0 for the side of Vinland Raiders as they take this series and move on into the lower bracket semifinal tomorrow morning. GG, well played. See, look, it counted it too. It counted it. I'm now at 317 subs total. It counted it, but I don't see the alert. That's tilting. Maybe if I do this.
Who the hell's that? That's not what's his name, the grad student.
Nah, I graduated. Must be the new one.
New one. That's supposed to be a
Prime sub. All right, I was hoping that doing that would maybe push the other alert out, but it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist in my event list. Colio, sorry I can't get it to work, but thank you so very much for that. Well, unfortunately, it's a shorter stream day for me. I have no more games. Yeah, it did count it at least. It did count it. We're 12 subs away from our sub goal of the day. Unfortunately, we didn't hit that as this is the end